New year, new things. So let's get into it. If you recall from last episode, Rintaro repeatedly used the time leap to try and avoid Mayashi's death, but to no avail. You know, at one point they're both hit by a car, Mayashi dies. In one situation, Nae pushes Mayashi onto tracks. I still have no idea why they're so obsessed with killing Mayashi specifically, but keeping Rintaro alive. It's kind of strange. Guess we'll just have to see. The leap occurs instantaneously. Taitor claims his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours has the same behavior, but now is not the time to find out. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far into past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory. Juicy chicken number one. It's August 13th. Mayuri singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store instead of her usual juicy chicken number one. She had to switch because she can't warm up frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Mayuri is still in the lab. But what the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I forced myself to recall that horrifying scene. Mayuri died again. This time it happened at Shin-Oka-no-Mizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. Tenoji Nae pushed her onto the tracks where the train tore her to shreds. Could Nae be working for CERN too? No, that can't be right. Nae has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She's probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I'll do whatever it takes to find a way. This time, we hail a taxi on Chuodori. There's no way this is going to work, right? It'll be expensive, that hardly matters now. How's he going to make it back to the lab if this doesn't work? Mayuri comes along quietly. I consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moika's group might be watching her house. I have no idea where they are at this point in time. They're going to get in a car accident, aren't they? Said, should probably make sure she sits in, like, the middle seat, or the seat right behind the... I don't know. Probably the middle seat, right? I asked the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, he works for CERN. The traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead, an accident or something. That's the only explanation I can think of. We've made it out of Akiba, but at this rate it'll take forever to reach Shinagawa. I consider getting off here and taking the train, but then I remember what happened at Shin-Oka-no-Mizu Station. Couldn't you just hold on to her tighter to make sure no one can push her onto the tracks, or is it going to push you into the tracks too? I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be CERN's doing. I'll look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a CERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to the conversation overheard from a driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection. A small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off and all the cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. This can't be coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? If I'd known it was going to turn out like this, I'd have ditched the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay the driver and get off right. Just then, someone knocks on the window. Our taxi stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? I look over. Before I can say anything, a man opens the rear door and gets in next to Myri. Weirdo? You don't just do that. Also, is the door not locked? Did they not lock? He's holding a knife. Oh no. Another assassin. Myri, look out. Before she can reply, the man covers Myri's mouth with a large, meaty hand. I try to open my door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. Why are they so after Myri? Myri opens her eyes wide. Her body twitches. What? It all happened too fast. The man sinks his knife into Myri's chest. A bright red spot stains her clothes. The taxi driver didn't even unlock the door. Man just stabbed Myri. Be quiet, Okabe Rentaro. Another man gets into the passenger seat. He points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Myri's body. Her eyes slowly close. A tear rolls down her cheek. I watch her die inches away, powerless to stop it. I can feel her last breath against my skin. They killed her again. Why? Why? Why can't I save her? Part-time warrior. Can she bail us out of this and help us get back to the time leap machine? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Myri must die? Moika? CERN? Or does the world itself wish for Myri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself forward, driving my forehead into the killer's nose. He falls back. I shout to the driver. Open the door! I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After running for hours, I make it back to the lab. Luckily, the time leap machine is still there. Dang. It's like they want to let him time leap. I have to leap again. Maybe they were trying to draw him back to a specific point in time. Maybe he's basically saying, Myri is going to die if you keep jumping back 5 hours, so make sure you jump back more than 5 hours. Maybe there's a specific time slot that Myri doesn't die, and that's the time slot that CERN wants Rentaro to go back. That makes a lot of sense, but I wouldn't know their motive. Every time we run, Myri dies. 6 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. I feel like I've hit a dead end. What do I do if I can't run? If we can't run away, is there no way to save her? No. There has to be a way. What you're talking about? Myri's blank stare is the only answer I get. This time I take her to the closest police station and beg them to protect her. When asked why, I explain that someone is going to kill Myri in 6 hours from now. Without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. We could try Okonomizu or Shinbashi again. Maybe this time she won't die, but I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, trains, and taxis all out. Attempting escape by those means will get Myri killed. That's what my heart tells me. If you get out of Akiba, who's to say that you're still not going to be targeted? Perhaps the fear is irrational, but I can't put it out of my mind. I've seen her die a half-dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. We take refuge in Yadabashi camera. I thought we could keep hiding there indefinitely, but after 7 we hear an explosion from the station. Yadabashi goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain our situation, officer shouts, "Terrorist!" and pulls his gun. This can't be happening. This isn't America. Japanese police officers don't shoot without provocation. Myri dies. It happens so fast. The policeman shoots her right in the head. I don't know if he was a real policeman or a CERN assassin in disguise. It doesn't matter. I can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Myri. This time I don't leap into action immediately. Instead, I sit on the couch and collect my thoughts. Every time I try to save Myri ends in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect. Why does Myri die? At first I thought that was Moika and her hit squad sent by CERN to steal her time machine. As I leap back in time, again and again, the cause of Myri's death kept changing. At Shin Ochinamizu Station, she died because Naya pushed her off the platform. CERN had nothing to do with that, it was an accident. Each time I leap, she dies a different way. What does that mean? I've been thinking for an hour and I'm no closer to an answer. I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. No, there's one more. John Titor. Maybe there are certain events in time that are predetermined somehow? Where you can't really change but we've changed the past multiple times and we've changed the future. Like we changed frickin' Luka-chan's gender. We changed the frickin' like, I don't know why Luka-chan's the only example that's coming to mind right now. But like we've done it multiple times. Maybe there's certain things that can't be changed, like the death of an individual. I don't understand. Do you think like certain things are so divergent that you can't affect it? Like you can't stop a war, maybe? You can't stop CERN. That would be pretty... if that were the case, then that would be something you wouldn't be able to do. Oh, there's one more, John Titor, but he's not replying to my emails anymore, and he hasn't posted on 4channel in days. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveler. I decided not to run this time. Said I take a different approach. Strike first. I send Moika an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone. She's not going to do that. I designate the roof of Radicon as our meeting place. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crash, but it's still there and the building's still alone. At least the security is lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. Not that there's any sneaking to do. I just walk in through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Last time I came here was for Dr. Nakabaki's presentation. Of course, on this world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's nobody here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moika might have a gun, and I already know she's willing to use it. But even so, I don't intend to play fair either. We're supposed to meet at 5:30 p.m. It's just after 5. I came early in order to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. There's no way you're gonna get the jump on her. There's no way she's coming alone either. After about 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. She's not in her work outfit. Moika makes her entrance alone. She looks around restlessly. She still hasn't noticed me. I take a gun out of my shirt. He has a gun? It's not real. It's a future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. It's just a toy ray gun with remote control attached. Obviously a bluff, but all I could prepare on such short notice. I run up behind Moika and shove the bit particle gun into her back. Don't move. Hands up. Just like a Hollywood movie. But this isn't a movie, this is real. And she isn't an actress, she's a murderer. After Moika raises her hands, I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it from her and press it to Moika's back in place of the bit particle gun. Sorry to disappoint you. The first gun was a toy. Uh-oh. That means she could go back in time and know that the gun was a toy. Why would you say that? Talk, I know you were sent by CERN. How? How? You want to know how? The frustration and rage boil over. Because of her? Because of her Myri. I came from the future with my time machine, that's how. You think I'm lying? I've repeated the last several hours and a half dozen times already. lost countless of how many times exactly, and I haven't slept at all that entire time. Strangely, I'm not tired at all. I know what you're planning. Around 7, you're going to stop the trains. That'll be because of the bomb threat. Moika gasps. So it was their doing. I also know that you're planning to attack the lab. You and your men. And then you're going to kill Mayuri. I understand. I'm a time leaper. Moika nods faintly. I could kill her now, it would be easy. But no, I need information. Who are you people? Rounders? Moika answers with surprising obedience. I guess she values her own life even though she has no problem depriving other people of theirs. Rounders? What does that mean? How are you related to CERN? By email. No. Speak. The Rounders, by email, are an organization separate from CERN. Covert operations. And you're just willing to say, we don't exist. Like a private army? No. Our mission is to find and acquire IBM 5100s. Are you the resistance group? Are you guys the ones that find IBM 5100 so you can crack into their website? Is that the point? Because you guys are surprisingly ruthless. And also, you shouldn't even know how to use a phone. Suzuha doesn't know how to use a phone. I don't even know why you guys wouldn't be on the same team. If you were, like, anti-CERN operatives. They send us around the world. Who's they? The Rounders, I guess? We collect them. IBM 5100s. That's right, when I met her, she was looking for an IBM 5100. These days, it's nearly impossible to find. People pay millions just to own one. But she's not a time traveler. Otherwise, she would know more about time leaping. Is that because CERN's been hunting them down? How many Rounders are there? You don't know. Go ahead, yeah. Answer me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just an agent. So she's not important enough to be told. Was it you who stole her IBM 5100? Moika doesn't answer. Why does CERN need IBM 5100s? To keep hackers out? Maintaining secrecy is the highest priority for CERN. So you do work for CERN. Rounders are separate, but they're very much still in cahoots with CERN. We already know they've killed hundreds of test subjects with their time travel experiments. We didn't need an IBM 5100 to find that out. They're saying the IBM 5100 database has information more sensitive than that? I don't know. Because you're just an agent? My tone is sarcastic, but Moika nods. Damn, she's useless. Why did you attack the lab? Or rather, why will you attack the lab? Isn't it obvious? Because we have hacked into CERN? 3 reasons. First, because of what you know. She's really compromising herself. Like, they're not going to let her live after this. First, because of what you know. We're ordered to silence you all. So CERN did know about the hacking. Second, for the time machine. The one you made. That much was obvious. CERN must be trying to monopolize time travel technology. Third, the reason it happens today. You plan to make your time machine public. So if we didn't, then you would only have 2 reasons, but we would have to... There would have to be no reason, correct? So we would have to not know anything. We would have to not have a time machine. And we would have to not make it public. So basically, everything we did in the game would have to be for naught. How does she know that? I made that decision right after the time leap machine was completed. That was only a few hours ago. That's why I was ordered to take you in. Take us in? You killed Mayuri! She is not needed. Not needed? I nearly pulled the trigger. Okabe, Makise, Hashida. You made the time machine. She is expendable. Those are my orders. After you take us in, what then? CERN will hold you prisoner, force you to complete their time travel research. Have you done this before? How many lives have you ruined for CERN's research? I do as I'm told. I was a fool to consider you my friend. I live for CERN. Why? I live for FB. Some major brainwashing going on. I'll do anything if FB tells me to. Is this part of a... like... Makise Kurisu's technology? With the memory things? Was that technology used to, like, implant memories into agents, rounders, and sort of make them into slaves through, like, brainwashing? I don't know. If I'll do anything if FB tells me to. Why? What's FB? Is that the name of her supervisor? Okabe-kun. Is it you? Are you John Taitor? What? John Taitor? There's no one else it could be. Me? I don't have time for this. I dig the gun to Moika's back. If you want to live, you'll call your friends. Call FB. Cancel the attack. She can't do that. Moika shakes her head. I don't have the authority. I don't care. Find some way to stop the attack. Otherwise, I'll kill you. I can't do it. I'm not a killer. My hands are trembling just like Moika's were before she shot Mayuri. Why? Why did you kill her? She was hesitating. She didn't want to pull the trigger, but she did. You didn't want to kill her? Did you? So why? I just obey. FB. Then bring that son of a bitch here. Moika shakes her head again. I don't care about your authority. If you don't do what I say, I can't. I've never... Something hard stabs into my back. A chill runs through my body. There's someone behind me. Drop the gun. A man's voice. Is he with Moika? You lied, Kiryu Moika. I'm ready to pull the trigger in cold blood. I promised to meet alone. Do you actually think she was going to obey that? Moika doesn't answer. I said drop the gun. I'll give you the time machine. Just don't kill anyone. Even if you do that. You know, I'm still pointing the gun at her. Moika steps away and turns to face me. Steps away. eyes are cold, her expression unreadable. You'll still be held prisoner. Forever. Moika takes the gun from my hand, unable to resist. Suzuha, now would be a good time? Please. I'm sorry about the hacking. I'm begging you, please, don't kill anyone. Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in. Target B in custody. Requesting pickup. She definitely divulged more information than she had to. So it makes me think that she might defect. Deep down I knew I can't save Mayuri. Even if Moika's group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. Steins Gate. There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Fate, God, the will of the world. An absolute force that no one can resist. It exists and has sentenced Mayuri to death. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. I feel throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind my back. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognize him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed Mayuri in the taxi. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly as if to say there's no hope of escape. The dashboard clock reached 7:30 p.m. I look out the window again. It seems that the car stopped in the middle of Karamidori's pavement. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. She did as I said. She won't die by their hands. That doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Moika's going to take the time leap machine away. What will happen then? CERN can have the machine if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't, not when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time leap machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. Future without Mayuri. I have to get to it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow manage to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I barely feel any pain. How's he gonna put the headset on? I can still move, that's all that matters. I run up the stairs with my hands still tied. I only pray that I'll be able to operate the time leap machine quickly enough. Mayuri, Cruz, and Daru are in the lab. So are Moika and her men. I open the door and burst in. Everyone looks at me in surprise. Ocarine! When she sees my tattered body, Mayuri runs up to me, tears in her eyes. Wait! I try to stop her. In the corner of my eye, I see Moika take aim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. But a man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. I watch helpless as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes wide and wet with tears seem to stare into mine. Oh, does this mean... Is it still Okabe that's going to do the time leap, or is it going to be Kurisu this time that takes it? Because normally, if Okabe isn't there to tell Kurisu that he wants to do it, then Kurisu would have done it. But I can see they've already lost their light. She's gone. Again. 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 What happens next is the same as before. Suzuha defeats the Rounders. Kurisu helps me time leap. He didn't jump as far back this time, I don't think. A flood of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in the lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moika's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those emails, perhaps the future might be different instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it into pieces right here? In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Ooh. If you break it, then you won't be able to go back. If they still decide to kill everyone. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out. Okabe, what are you doing? Kurisu grabs my arm and pulls me back. Are you trying to destroy the machine? You don't have to break it, Okabe. We already decided that we're not going to perform any time leaps. Isn't that enough? Anyway, put the chair down. I lower the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. It caused or will cause Mayuri's death, but at the same time it is also my only chance of averting the future. If I lose it, at least my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed my hand. You look pale. What's wrong? Are you listening to me? I can't deal with this. Not now. Hey, wait. I flee from the lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. I wonder... You know what would be crazy? What if Rintaro becomes Shogun from the first game? He gets locked away in into a mental institution. And then he creates a copy of himself with the DI stuff. And that goes into Chaos Head Noah. Nah, that'd be ridiculous, right? They look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. Soon I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. FES. A giant screen on UPX is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticker at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the time and date. I realize that today is Friday the 13th. Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30 p.m., 2 hours until the attack. The lights around Akihabara Station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might be gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms wound around each other. Somehow they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die. Hey you. The DQN sitting on the ground. I think that's like... That was explained in Chaos Head Noah, Dokyun or something. Surprised to hear myself be called the slang term for delinquent. Right. I might have... I lift my head and see Kurisu standing there. I thought you were trying to run away from everything, yet here you are.
No.
Hey.
Christina.
What? What time is it now? 5:38. Come on. If you have time to sit around like a delinquent, then you can help me with the shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX supermarket. And we talked on this bridge just like now. Feels like so long ago. Back then I had no idea what was about to happen. Well, are you going to come along or not? I sigh deeply. I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However, Kurisu. Called her by her name. Keep my eyes lowered. That's the first time you said my name properly, because he's serious. Feel her eyes upon me. Help me. Yeah. When he calls you by your real name, things are serious. I can't save Myri alone. I realize that now. Reliving today again and again, only to taste the same despair each time, has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope. Please help me. Tell me what happened. I know you used the time leap machine. How did you know? What? Oh, because she used it in one of the timelines, probably. I look up in surprise. Kurusu doesn't meet my stare. Instead, she leans on the guardrail and gazes down at the plaza with her usual frown. You get a phone call, and suddenly, you're like a different person. You can't deceive my eyes that easily. I came from 3 hours in the future. What happened? They killed Myri. I lower my head, trying to hold back the tears. And I explain about Cern and Moika, about how Kurisu herself activated the time leap machine and made this possible. I tell her how I've already done several time leaps, explain how Myri's death seems to be the will of the world itself, and I can't save her no matter how hard I try. I keep talking for 30 minutes straight. During that time, Kurisu hardly says a word. It's all my fault. Talking Kurisu lets me sort out everything I've done, everything I've seen. I shouldn't have told Daru to hack CERN. I shouldn't have asked you to build a time machine. I shouldn't have made Moika a lab mem. Myri's death is all my fault. That's why I need to bear the burden myself. I was resolved to do whatever it took to save Myri, never faltering, never giving up. And yet my resolve has already crumbled. If you know that Myri is going to die, what are you doing wasting time here? Kurisu's tone is haughty. This is how I sound when I'm playing Ho and Kiyoma. Is this how I sound? Because I just don't understand. But don't you understand? How to save Myri. Based on what you said, I guess the chronology protection conjecture is true. No matter what I do, Myri dies. And that's why you keep time leaping? There's no guarantee that the machine is safe, you know. Kurisu lowers her gaze and cups her chin, as she often does when she's assessing a problem. Even if the machine works perfectly, repeated use may have serious side effects. For example, you may become disconnected from causality itself. You need to understand the risks if you're going to continue. Disconnected from causality meaning it happens all the time in sci-fi. You'll become trapped in a closed time loop, never aging, never dying, but doomed to repeat the same day for all eternity. Worst case, you may cease to exist entirely. What? Every trace of your existence, your 18 or 19 years of life on Earth, could vanish, and nobody would remember you, because your life would never have happened. Leaping through time is just that dangerous. Humans are temporal beings. Kurisu looks surprised. Heidegger. I was thinking of that quote too. I heard it from you first. When? This isn't the first time I've leaped. Right, of course. Kurisu squats next to me, thinking deeply. If what you said is true, then I want to save Myri too. As the co-creator of the time leap machine, I can't recommend its continued use. Will you listen to my advice? I can't do it alone. I know that now.
だから
I
お前に助けを求めたんだ。
need your help.
もがくために
I have to save
マユリを助けるために
Mayuri. I can't do it
一人じゃなか
alone,
ったが
but
クリスの協
together
力があれば
we might have a chance.
何とかできるかもしれない
I want,
できる
I
と信
need
じた
to
い
believe that. I have a feeling her advice is going to be that he needs to stop. That the chronology conjecture says that no matter what, she dies.
力を
Please
貸してくれ
lend me your strength. Curses sighs.
無茶しやがって
You're such a stubborn fool.
あんた壊れてて
What
も
you've been through, I'm
おかしくなか
surprised
った
it
んだ
hasn't broken you already. Incredibly, she sounds concerned about me. She looks at me for a moment and turns away as if embarrassed.
協力はする
I'll help.
マユリは大切な仲間
Myers an irreplaceable friend
ラ
to
ボメン
me
だから
and a fellow lab mem.
それにあんたのそん
And
な辛そうな
besides,
姿
I can't stand to see you in so much pain.
すまない
I'm sorry.
謝らないでよ
Don't apologize.
岡部前に
Remember
私の
when I
父親の
told
こと
you
で相談に乗ってくれたでしょ
about my father?
あの時私
You really helped me
結
out
構救わ
back
れたん
there,
だ
back then.
だから今度は私が
So now I want to return the favor.
あんたの力になりたい
I want to be your strength. I imagine this only happens if I'm friends with, if I get the achievement where I'm friends with Kurisu through the text messages.
それで一緒に青森まで
Besides,
行
you
って
still
もらわな
have
い
to
か
come with me to Aomori. She smiles, a wry, gentle smile, as if I were her mischievous younger brother.
止めたってタイムリープす
I
る気
know
なん
you're
でしょ
going to leap no matter what I say.
あんたは狂
You're
気
a
のマ
mad
ッドサイエン
scientist
ティスト
after all.
いつだって
Mad
突然的に
scientists
生き
play
てきた
by
んだ
their
から
own rules.
ちょっと
Hey,
そこは無論だ
aren't you supposed to go mwahaha
答えなさいよ
or something?
そうだな
Yeah.
調子狂うな
Why do I even try? Chris is right. I'll do anything to save Mayuri. Chris stands up and looks at her watch.
さてもうあまり時間も
There's
な
not
いから
much time.
これから
I
あた
think
ふた
you
する
should
よ
have a clear plan
もっと
before
じ
you
っくり対
try
策を練った方がいい
before trying to change the future
つ
again.
まり
Meaning,
今からもっと前の時間
leave
に
to
飛ん
an
でおく
even earlier time.
そこで改めて
Then
私に
explain the
事情を説
situation
明
to
して
me again. Chris is right. My actions so far have been almost entirely random, and look where they've gotten me. I need a real plan if I'm going to save Mayuri.
行こう
Let's go. Chris reaches her hand out to me. I grasp it and pull myself up. Mayuri and Daru are already back when we return to the lab. Suzuha is there too. To get rid of them, Chris and I explained that we forgot to do shopping and asked them to take care of it for us instead. I have to cough up the money, convince them to go, but it works.
マユリ本人はともかく
I understand why you can't tell
橋田にも
Mayuri.
話さないの
Why can't you tell Hashida?
必要になったら話す
I'll tell him when it's necessary. For now, it's not, and I don't have the time to explain. While Cruiser sets up the time machine, I head downstairs to the Brawn Tube workshop, kick the door open, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. That went more smoothly than I anticipated. It's highly illegal, of course, but I'll leave long before the cops get here. Cruiser looks shocked when I return to the lab.
住居侵入罪で
They'll
逮
throw you
捕
in the
される
slammer
わ
for
よ
breaking and entering.
どうせ過去に戻れば
In a few
今のは
seconds,
なかったことになる
it won't have happened. Cruiser hands me the headgear and I put it on.
そっか
I see.
あんたの主観じゃそう
That's
な
how
る
it
わ
looks
け
from your perspective.
私の主観だとどうなるんだろう
What does it look like from my
あんたが飛んだ後
perspective?
ここはどう
What happens here after you leap?
そのデータもすぐに取れる
You'll know soon enough. My consciousness travels to the past, that I know from experience. But what about the body I leave behind? If times are straight lines, likely the present will be reconstructed based on my actions in the past. But the many worlds interpretation holds that after I leave, this world will continue on as if nothing happened. I used to be so fascinated by the structure of the universe, now I don't really care. All that matters is saving Mayuri. Cruise's fingers stop typing on the keyboard.
どうした
What's wrong?
うん
It's
考え
nothing.
たら 思考が
I was
ループ
just
しちゃってた。
thinking. Is she on
D メール
4chan?
のような状態になるかもしれ
Maybe
ない
it works like a D email. Then the instant we send a D email, the present changes around us. Ooh, is this insidious? Did I make a mistake by telling her? Did she fiddle with the fucking settings when she was typing that just there and she tried to hide it? Thanks to reading Steiner, only I remember what it was like before the change.
その方が楽だけど
How would make things
悔し
easier,
くもある。
though I kinda hope you're wrong,
データを観測できな
because
い
you can't collect data if you can't record the change.
そういうこと。
Exactly. Kirsten nods and gets tinkering with the settings again.
転送先は5時間
I
前
set
に
the
しておいた。
destination to 5 hours ago.
午後1時
We
40
should
分
arrive
から。
around 1:40 p.m.
覚えてる？私がタイ
I
ムリープマシ
completed
ー
the
ンを完
time
成
leap
させたの
machine
が
just after
2時過ぎ
2.
だった。
Do you remember? Oh, right. You can't jump. Wait, are you able to send your memories back? You probably can. You can send your memories back before the time leap machine was created. Barely. For Carissa, that happened only 5 hours ago. For me, it feels like weeks. Maybe it really has been weeks.
時間にルーズな男は嫌わ
Nobody
れる。
likes a man who can't remember dates.
感謝しなさいよ。
Be thankful
私は
that I
時計をよ
make
く
a
見る癖があ
habit
っ
of
て、
checking the
何
time.
時に何があったかは結構覚えてるの。
I have a pretty good idea what happened when. Kurisu finishes typing and turns to face me.
いい、岡部。
Listen,
タイム
Okabe.
リープマシーンを使うなら、
If you're gonna keep using the time leap machine, there's one thing you must
携
remember.
帯電話は絶対に手放さないこ
Don't
と。
let go of your phone.
それはあん
Ever.
たの生命線
It's、your lifeline.
局所場指定のマーカーなの。
Your destination marker.
それさえ持ち続けていれば、
As long
ど
as you
の時
keep
間
it
へ
with
も跳
you,
躍はできる。
you can leap to any time you want.
でももし手放してしまっ
But
て
if you lose your
誰
phone,
かに使われ
someone
た
else gets a hold of it, then if I leap to that time, my memories go over theirs. I want to imagine what might happen next. Ooh. Does it accidentally send to Shogun in the previous game? Or Nishijo somehow?
あるいは充電が切れ
If
た
it
り
breaks,
壊されたりした
or the battery dies, then I won't be able to leap to that time. If it breaks, then I get a new phone with the same number, but there will be still a period of time to which I can never leap.
タイムリープは成功し
The
ない。
time leap will fail.
だから絶
Once
対に
again,
携帯を手放しちゃ
never
う。
let go of your phone.
了解だ
Got it.
今日の昼間にタイムリープしたら、2時
After
に
you
私
leap
がマ
back
シ
to
ン
this
を完成
afternoon,
さ
just
せる
sit
まで
tight and don't
あ
do
んたは
anything
特
until I
別なことは
complete the
してはい
time
け
leap
ない。
machine.
これが完成しないと
If you accidentally prevent me from completing the machine,
大きく
it'll
変わって
likely
しまう。
wreak havoc with the timeline, right? Because the only way he can escape and send his memories back, because he can send his memories back before the time leap machine is created, but if he fucks something up and he needs to get the fuck out of the timeline, then he won't be able to do that until the time leap machine is made. But in theory, he already knows how to make the time leap machine. So it could happen a lot quicker depending on when he decides to do it.
完成したらすぐに実
As
験
soon
は
as I
しないって
finish,
宣言し
I
て、
declare that we will not
全員解散させ
experiment,
て。
then send everyone home.
それから私に
Ask me
声
to
をかけて
stay.
くれればいい。
Tell me the truth.
未来から来
If
たっ
you
て
say
言
you
われれ
came from
ば
the future,
多分
then
私
I'll
は信じ
probably
る。
believe you.
なんでわかる
How do you know?
私のことは
Who knows
私が一番よ
me
く知っ
better
ている。
than myself? Carissa grins faintly and stands up after she's just done typing.
そもそも電話レン
Don't
ジを改
forget,
良してタイ
It
ム
was
リープ
my
マシン
mad
を作ったの
skills that turned the
私な
phone
ので
wave
す。
into a time leap machine.
さっきあんたからタイムリー
When
プし
you
てきたって
told me
言わ
about
れ
your
た
time
時
leap,
は自
I
分の
took
理
it
論を
as
間
proof
違って
that
な
my
かったと
theories were
思
right.
えた。成功し
I
て
was
よかった
happy
って
that I
思えた。
succeeded. I really was. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. I see.
念のためにキーワードを決めておきましょう。
But just to be safe, I should probably give you a passphrase.
私の今一番欲しいものは
What I want the most
マイ
right
フォー
now
クである。
is my own fork.
なに
What? Is that a reference?
あ、いや、別に意味なんてないから
Doesn't
な。
mean anything, okay?
マイフォークが欲しい
You
の
want your own fork?
マイスプーンはもう持ってるから。
I already have my own spoon. Wait,
そこに興味持つ
that
な。
doesn't matter.
はいはい。準備できた。
Everything's ready.
いつでも行ける。
I'll get out of here. I nod and call up the phone wave.
気をつけて。
Be careful. And remember,
私はいつだってあんたの味方
I'm
よ。
always on your side. Krista touches my shoulder and steps away. Ooh. Maybe... Maybe... Suzuha is wrong to suspect Kurisu. Because while Kurisu... No, maybe she did something for CERN. Deep down, she is on the side of Okabe. I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain. A whining in my ears. These sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock. It's about 1:45 p.m. There's a high school baseball game on TV. It's about 15... In about 15 minutes, Crusoe will finish the time loop machine. All it needs are some final adjustments, so there's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain in my brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember. Right before this, I had an argument with Mr. Braun in which he introduced his fist to my skull. Mayuri is at her sewing machine, working on her costume. Daru is at his computer collecting moe artwork from the internet. Chris is in the development room, upgrading the time leap machine. I sit motionless as the minutes tick by. The click-clack of the sewing machine in the lounge suddenly stops. The clack-clack, I should say. Ocarine, can you come here? She motions to me while holding the costume. Can you hold this for me? Spread it out like flap. Say that again. Mayushi. Say flap again. Flap. I got a flap.
もうやだこの変態。
Stop it already, perv. Follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves. Okay, thanks. Mayuri looks a little tired. She's working on his costume all night. That doesn't dim the brightness of her satisfied smile. It's done! I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember. I finished before Christian. We were racing. Yeah, so I guess whatever solution they come up with, it has to be within this 5 hours. Well, yeah. Maybe? I don't know how far back the Rounders have planned. If you can go back as far as like 7 years to try and get out of Akiba, if anything will come and stop them. Finished before Christian and we were racing. You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. However, I'm just about finished too. Crusoe carefully connects the 2 cords she's holding. It's done. Alright, that's my cue. We're not experimenting. What? Crap, was that too soon? I just finished and you're already shutting it down? What do you think I worked so hard for? Time leaping presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully. Huh? That's an unusually respectable opinion coming from you. Problems? I thought it was done. I'll explain later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home. Am I gonna have a party to celebrate? We'll do that another day. I managed to convince Daru and Mayuri to leave. I lend Mayuri my phone charger since we use the same brand of phone. Kurisu tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back. Nani? Are you upset? Yeah. Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications. I came from 5 hours in the future. Chris just spears me with a piercing glare.
何の冗談
Is that supposed to be funny? Her narrowed eyes make me believe that looks can kill.
睨むな
Don't glare like that.
言っていることが全然違うではない
This
か
isn't right.
何が未来から
You're
来たと言われ
supposed
れ
to
ば多分
believe me.
信じるだ
は
Huh?
何そのバカっ
What
ぽい
made
セ
you
リフ
think I'd believe something like that?
5時間後のお前が
You
言ったん
told
だ
me
ぞ
that 5 hours from now.
捏造しないで
Don't be
私は
ridiculous.
多分
Saying
信じる
something
み
like,
たいな論理
I'll
性からの
probably
発言
believe
する
you
わけ
is a
ないでしょ
baseless projection I'd never make. I'd like to have a word with the future Kurisu. If this is how you're gonna be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word.
タイムリープが成功したことを聞かされたお前は
When I told you about my time leap, you said, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second.
そもそも
Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
私はそんなな
I
のだぜみたい
don't
な
talk
話し
like
方しない
that.
お前が今一番欲しいものは
What you want most right now is your own fork. What? Chris's face suddenly turns red.
マイスプーンはすでに
You already have your own spoon, apparently.
そんなことまで話した
She
の
said
か
that?
恨むぞ
I'm going to kill my future self. She appears genuinely shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
心の中を覗き見されたような気分よ
It feels like someone peeked into my heart. And that someone's Okabe of all people. What does she think I'm going to do?
でもあんたの言うことは
But I think I
信じ
believe
て
you.
良さそうね詳しく聞かせて
Tell me the details. I explain everything to Kurisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time.
なるほどね
You see,
あんたの言う
if
ことが
what you
事
say is
実な
true,
かなりま
then
ずい
we
じゃ
have
ん
a serious problem. There are 5 hours until Myra's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
5時間後の私は時間順序
Future
を動
means
かす
that
つも
the
って
chronology
言ってたらしいけど
projection conjecture holds, but I don't think that's quite right.
あの仮説は因果
That
律が狂
conjecture
う
says
恐れ
that
があるから
according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality.
でもタイムリープ
But
の
when you
場合
time leap,
タイム
there's
パラ
no
ドックスが
chance
そ
of
も
a
そも
time
起きない
paradox occurring. Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time leaping can't cause a grandfather
やはり
paradox.
世界の意志
So
だ
I was right, the will of the world is at play.
宇宙そのものが検閲をするか
The
のよう
world itself is censoring me, correcting any changes I try to make.
だとしたらタイムリープじゃ
That's true.
マユリは救えない
And time leaping can't save Myri.
何をしたって
Nothing you do will change the result.
そんなのは認めな
I
い
can't accept that.
同意するわ
Neither
世
can
界の
I.
施設は
The world is trying to kill
非現実的すぎ
Myri.
る
As a
私は支持し
scientist,
た
I
くない
refuse to believe such nonsense.
多世界解釈ならどうだ
What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Myri doesn't die.
多世界解釈か
The many worlds interpretation.
マユリの死に
That
方が
might have something to do with how Myri's means of death keep changing.
でも重ね合わせ状態にな
But
って
it's
いる
supposed to
い
be
くつもの可
impossible
能
for
性世界は
parallel worlds that are in
相互観測が不可能な
quantum
の
superposition to observe each other.
どうして観測できてる
Why are you different?
それはこの俺の
Because of
特殊
my
能力
Esper power reading Steiner.
ダメだこいつ
This guy's
早くなん
hopeless.
とかしないと
Better do something quick.
他に説明の
There's
し
no
よう
other
がない
特
explanation.
殊能力
Maybe because he broke out of causality
も
already,
しかしてそれ本気で言って
that
た
he
のか
retains his memories. You've mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Were you actually
ふ
serious?
ざけているつもりはないぞ
Why would I make up something like that? Only my eye is able to perceive that the world has been reconstructed. Our D-mail experiments prove
特
that.
殊能力だかなんだか知らないけど
I don't know,
そんな
but I don't want
不確定
to
的な
rely
も
on
のを頼る
something
気には
that
な
may
れな
not
い
even exist.
大体どの
Anyway,
可能性
you
を
can't
観
control
測す
which
るかを制御
possibilities
し
you
ようがない
observe.
んだから多世界解釈だろうがなんだろうがマユリが死なな
Even
い
if the
可
many
能
worlds
性に至るのは無理
interpretation
よ
holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Myri doesn't die.
待てこれでは話が
Wait,
進
we're
まな
not
いではな
getting
いか
anywhere.
解釈の
Instead of
話はいいか
analyzing what I've
俺
done,
たちにできることを
let's
考える
think
べきだ
about what we can do.
タイムリープじゃ結果は変えられない
Time leaping won't change
さっ
the
きそう言
result.
った
I just said that.
じゃあどうするんだ
Then what do we do?
落ち着け。
Calm down.
落ち着いていられるか。
How can I calm
俺が
down?
一体何度マユリの
Do
死
you
を
know how many times I've seen Mayuri die? Okay, maybe... She says multiple times she doesn't believe in, like, the causality crap or whatever. The chronology protection conjecture. But yet, here she is, just randomly saying, actually, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Why? This doesn't feel in character.
あいつが無残に
Covered
血を
in
流して
blood, gasping for breath,
俺は
the light
目
fading
の前
from
で
her
何
eyes.
度も見ていたんだ
Again and again and again.
見ていることしか
And all I could do was watch. Hear my teeth grinding my skull, recalling that spirit, that feeling of utter powerlessness. Makes me want to lash out at everything within reach.
感情に身を任せてたって何も解決
Getting
しない。
emotional won't solve anything. Well, you just gave up on solving anything. And you weren't even emotional, so what the fuck are you saying?
当事者じゃないからそんなに冷静でいられ
You're
るん
only
だろ
calm because you weren't there.
そうね。
True.
私には5時間後
I
のこ
don't
と
know
は
what
わから
happens
ない。
5 hours from now.
正直なところ
To be honest,
実感
it
がわか
doesn't
ら
feel
ない。
real at all.
でもあんたの言ってることを信じてないわけじ
So
ゃ
it's
ない。
not like I don't believe you.
岡部はしっかりしなきゃ。
You have to stay strong, Okabe. Krista pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. How American of her.
分かった
Sorry. She's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down.
そもそも
What I don't understand is how the cause can
必ず同じ
change,
結果に至る
but the
というのが
effect can stay the same.
因果が歪んでいるとしか思
It's
え
like
ない
causality itself is broken.
マユリの死の原因は
Maybe Kiryu Moika shooting her isn't the real cause of her death.
もっと
Maybe
マク
it's
ロなこと
something
なんじゃない
larger and less obvious.
タイムマシンを作ったこ
For
と
example, maybe she dies because
セ
we
ルンにハ
invented a
ッキング
time
したことが
machine,
バレたこと
or because CERN discovered our hacking.
その結果としてマユ
If
リは
that's the
死ぬ
cause, then it doesn't really matter how she
因果が
dies.
歪んでない
Causality remains intact.
苗に背中を押されて電車に引かれる
Can
の
that theory explain why Nae pushed her in front of a train?
そっか
Oh, right.
でも
Well,
因果律は絶対のルールなの
the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that, and you deny all the physics.
だから必ずマユリが
There
死ぬの
must be
に
a
は
distinct cause for Mayuri's death. Trying to think, what would that be? It always happens around the same time.
その原因さえ分かるな
So if we figure out what it
な
is,
るか
then maybe we can save her.
そうでもない
Not necessarily.
どういうことだ
What do you mean?
その原因となる出来事がいつ起こったというの
Problem
が
is
問題
when
にな
the
ってくる
causal event occurred.
あまり時間が経っているよう
If
だ
it
と
happened too far in the
対
past,
処できないわ
then there's nothing we can do.
タイムリープマシンがあるから携帯電話を
But
持っ
I
てい
can
る死体が
travel to
入
any
れないな
time I had a
ら
cell
どこへでも
phone.
戻れるはずだろ
Can't I?
戻れない
No.
予測だけど
It's still
タイムリー
theoretical.
プマシンは
But I
一度に
believe that one
最
leap
長で
with our
48 時
machine
間しか跳躍
has a
できない
maximum range of 48 hours. Really? 48 hours? I only go back 2 days?
なぜ今さらそんなことを
Why didn't you tell me that before?
今さら
We just made it.
タイムリープマシンが
For
完
what?
成した
I
の
just finished the time leap
ついさっきじ
machine, remember? It's true.
5時間後のお前も
Future you didn't say anything about it either.
ゃん
Oh,
そういうことか
so that's what you mean.
言い出すタ
Maybe
イミ
she
ング
just
がなかっ
didn't
た
have the chance.
で48時間しか
How
飛べ
come
な
I
い
can
理
only
由
leap 48 hours?
わからない
I don't know.
私もマシンのすべて
Even
の
I
原
don't
理や
understand
構造を理
everything
解し
that's
て作っ
going
た
on
のじゃ
inside
ない
that thing.
連続での跳躍は可能
But you
よ
can do consecutive
Time leap
leaps, that
machine
is,
が存在
as
している
long as the
限り
time leap machine
例え
exists.
ば
For
10
example,
年後まで
the
タイ
time
ムリー
leap
プマシン
machine
が壊れず
remains
に残って
functional
い
for
たの
10
に
straight years.
10年の時
You
間
could
を
leap
遡
back
って
this
くれる
moment
ことは
10
できる
years from now. What could happen is he goes back 48 hours. He knows how to make the time leap machine. They build it in, let's say, 3 hours or something. And then, because the time leap machine exists right then, you jump back another 48 hours and repeat the process until the time leap machine keeps getting created earlier and earlier and earlier, expanding your range of influence, I guess.
単純計算で1825
Of
回
course, it would
タ
take
イ
a
ムリープ
total
す
of
る必要があるから
1,825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. Still, it's theoretically possible.
だったら何も問題は。
Then what's the problem?
大あり言ったでしょ
Weren't you listening?
タイムリープマシンが存在
So
し
as
てい
long
る
as the
限
time
り
leap machine exists,
あのマシンはいつ完成
when
した
was the machine completed?
そうほんの
Exactly.
1時間
An
前
hour ago. August 13th, 2010, 2 p.m. or
午後2時
thereabouts.
それ以前には存在してい
It
な
didn't
い
exist before then.
マシンを使うのは
It's impossible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today. I disagree.
つまり過去方向へ
So what you're saying is, count 48 hours back.
8月11日の
I can't go back farther than 2 p.m. on the 11th? Chris nods, her expression grave.
おそらく
Most likely.
改良できないのか。
Can't you improve it?
将来的にできるかもしれないけど
Eventually,
今
maybe.
のこの状況
But
下で
certainly not now.
もっときちんとした設備のあるところで
I need a real
お金をたくさ
laboratory
ん使
with
って
real
き
equipment.
ちんとしたパーツを
It
使
would
え
be
ばなんとか
expensive,
なる
which
かもしれ
means
ないけど
we need sponsors.
それをやろうとしても
If
どう
we
せ
go
セレンに
looking,
潰
I'm
され
pretty
ると
sure
思う
CERN would crush us.
未来の私かあんたが未だ
I'd
に
say
タイ
that's
ムリープ
proven
して
by
き
the
てい
fact
ない
that neither
という
you
回で
nor I have
証明
left
終了
here from the far future yet. So basically,
結局何もできないということではないか。
we can't do anything. You're right. No one from the far future has done that. So it doesn't get done.
タイムリープマシンがあっても5時間後にマユリが
Even
セレ
if
ン
the
に殺さ
time
殺
leap
れる運
machine
命は
can't stop
結
CERN
局
from
避け
killing
られないの
Maori
かよ。
5 hours from now. At that moment, I hear a sound from outside the window. Is that a bike? From Suzuha? Is it Moika? Did she overhear us? I dash to the window and look down from the street. It's Suzuha. Her bicycle's fallen over and she's scurrying to pick it up. Our eyes meet.
あいつ
Huh? Why does she look so pale? Her lips move slightly. It looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here. Hey. I call out to Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange. I smell a conspiracy. Maybe this is what Suzuha meant when she said that the John Titor on @channel or on isn't the real John Titor based on the way he speaks. Actually, never mind, because I was gonna bring up the Messiah thing, because like I'm not sure if Rentaro would refer to his past self as a Messiah or be unaware of it, of the reading Steiner ability. But I don't know. Moving on. I smell a conspiracy. Moika was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? But Suzuha fought Moika. It's too dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha has exhibited suspicious behavior, though not as much as Moika has. She's openly hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down CERN's hit squad single-handedly. I wonder if this missing father of hers really exists. I mean, she's definitely from the future. You could be her father. Could he be the John Titor has been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Beryl Titor? Instinct tells me that she knows something. I dash out of the lab.
ちょっとどこ
Wait,
行くの
where are you going? I know I don't have much chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. There's something going on here. This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Brontube workshop until 6:30 p.m. When she overheard me talking to Kurisu, she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. This has to mean something. Suzuha's already out of sight. When she left, she was headed for Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. Is maybe... Oh, maybe Suzuha knows the exact time that fucking Rentaro needs the time leap to save Mayuri, and Suzuha is trying to lead Rentaro down the right timeline, down the right sequence of events that Mayuri is saved. I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Come to think of it, this reminds me of something. On the day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word, just an email saying bye. I searched the town, but I couldn't find her, so I sent a D-mail that changed the past in order to make her stay. Pretty sure I lost her near the station back then. Ooh, maybe Rentaro, being the father of Suzuha possibly, was supposed to meet her at that time. I'm pretty sure I lost her near the station back then. What happened on that timeline? Where does Suzuha go after failing to find her father? I search up and down Chuodori, but find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful, there gotta be rounders here in Akiba. And comb the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her before, so I thought she might be close by. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap and press her for answers before she can escape. I'd better get back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. No, not the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of Radicon. She leaves? Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. Did he send the email? Was he supposed to do that? The D-mail, I mean? But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn and look up too. What? The lights on the satellite are blinking. Is someone inside? Who? Samani Suzuha? Or could it be Kiryu Moika? The satellite has remained silent through all of my previous time leaps. What has changed? I forget, when does Rentaro send the D-mail to make Suzuha stay? Did he forget to do that? What has changed? Obviously, the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously, I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radicon. Maybe he did something he wasn't supposed to do by letting Kurisu know. And then she asked Suzuha to time leap all the way back in order to fix the timeline again, because letting Kurisu in on it leads to bad outcomes. I'm not sure. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moika. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her. What's she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Titor? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. I checked online, no satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, whether by accident or by design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. Hold up. Remember when Kurisu said no one from the future has come back in time from the far future? And for that reason, she thinks the technology is impossible? What if this satellite is an example of someone coming from the far future? I mean, isn't that the whole point? Suzuha came from the far future? So you can go back more than 48 hours. The technology does happen. When they do, whether by accident or design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such a perfect condition, because it didn't come from the atmosphere. It simply time traveled. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. Could it be a time machine? No way. It's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gasp, my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me to the top. There's a satellite lodged on Radicon's roof. I noticed some wires holding it in place. The place wasn't done that so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside. Suzuha! The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite. Unlock 50% CGs. Okabe Rintaro! Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her I can see the interior of the satellite. It's surprisingly simple, without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen. 2010, August 13th, and below that, 1975, August 13th. So that's a jump of 25 plus 10, 35 years. Suzuha reaches out to press a button. Ow. Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back, her fingertips burned. What are you doing? It's not working. You know how to use that thing? She doesn't reply. I see her shoulders sag. She probably doesn't. She wasn't part of the elite class that was allowed to use technology. It's not working. She probably like jacked it from someone. Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. My eyes are burning from the smoke. Maybe she was part of the resistance. They broke in. They stole a time machine from CERN. My eyes are burning from the smoke. Answer me. Amani Suzuha. I swallow hard and ask the question. This is a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler? With her head hung low, Suzuha nods. I'm John Titor. She's John Titor? Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's not Rintaro? Well, I guess that would explain how she... Because I did say that she is probably John Titor based on the fact that she knew the one texting on 4chan wasn't him. Wasn't Rintaro. Wasn't someone else. Wasn't her father, I think it was, to be specific. She knew who it wasn't. Which could, you know, naturally come if you know who it is. Which is yourself. And there's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Suzuha's calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. What do you mean you're John Titor? Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Titor who's been posting on 4chan. I thought he was a guy. Hasn't he watched any anime ever? Hasn't he watched any fiction ever? Has he not played Fire Emblem Awakening? Suzuha smiles humorously. I fooled you. Guess my camouflage worked then. Yeah, humorlessly, so without humor. Who are you hiding from? CERN. The stories you posted, were they... I guess that means Rintaro is probably Barrel Titor, probably. The stories you posted, were they true? Mostly. With a few exceptions. It's those exceptions that bother me. So you came from 2036, and that satellite. That's your time machine. So she jumped back from 2036 to 2010, so that's 26 years. And then she wants to go back to 1975, so that's 35 years. Interesting. So, I guess that confirms that Rintaro was texting Suzuha when she texted John Titor. So John Titor, or I guess I should say Suzuha, refers to Okabe as the Messiah. I was hoping you wouldn't find out. But my time machine went and broke on me. I really screwed up, huh? Well, I guess we have a machine that can go back to the far past. now if we fix it.
だがタイターの
We only have 5 hours to fix it. Fuck.
絞る絵に積まれていたはず
That's bad. Hold up. You can't fix this shit in 5 hours unless you jump back 48 hours and tell Kurisu, fuck the time leap machine, we're working on this. I thought Taitor's time machine was loaded on a Chevy.
絞る絵
Chevy?
車だ
That's
け
a car, right?
それどこからの
Where do you hear that?
2000年に現れたタイタ
You
ー
Taitor in 2000 said so.
2000年
2000.
それもしかすると別の世界線の
It might be me on a different world line.
少なくとも私は
At
2000
least
年には
I haven't been to 2000.
2036年か
I
ら
came straight
まっ
here
すぐここに来
from
た
2036. So was someone else. It's true that Taitor never posted in 2000 on the current world line. It doesn't matter, I can worry about that later.
お前は何を知っている
What do you know? I pressed the zoo off for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape.
さっき俺とクリスの話
You
を聞いて
overheard
いた
the
な
conversation with Kurisu,
な
right?
ぜあんなに慌てて
Why did you run to the time machine?
お前は何をしようと
What
した
were
ん
you
だ
trying to do?
私のせいかと思って
I thought it was my fault.
何
What?
私がここでのんび
Because
り
I
してたせい
neglected
で
my mission.
セルンの好きにさせちゃ
CERN
った
was able to
ん
put their plan in motion. Oh.
だね
So normally they're not even supposed to be able to get that to that point. Hey, is it really true? Suzuha suddenly grabs my shoulders.
椎名真由里があと数時間後に
Is it
セル
true
ンに
that
殺され
CERN
るって
kills Shina Mayuri?
事実だ
It's true.
俺は
I time leap from 5 hours in the future.
タイムリープ
Time leap.
君たちのタイムマシン
So you guys completed your time machine.
それより答えろ
I
お
need
前のせい
answers.
とはどういうこ
What
と
do
な
you
んだ
mean it's your fault? Oh, you're the causal event? Suo bites her lips and looks away.
全部話すよ
I'll tell you everything.
私のこと話さなくちゃいけないと思う
I think you need to know.
マキセ
You
クリス
and Makise Kurisu. Kurisu? Why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and ties it around her burned hand.
サンキュー
Thanks. Oh, things are getting interesting. I mean, the game was already very interesting, but you know, it's cranking it up a notch. She should probably see a doctor about her hand. There's no time for that. Myri's death is approaching. Can she fight off the rounders with a burned hand? I just hope she's not in too much pain. Wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring.
おかえり
Oh,
おかえり
welcome back, Ocarine.
すずさんも一緒だったん
Suhua-san's
だ
with you
ね
too. When we get to the lab, Myri and Daru are there for some reason. I thought I sent them home. Myri gives me a ditzy answer when I ask them.
やっぱりねスーパー電
I
話
really
レンジちゃん
thought
の
we
完
should
成
celebrate the
祝い
birth
は
of
するべきだ
Superphone
よ
Wavetron. Is this the fucking causal event? Having the fucking party? I really hope it's not that. Sadaru-kun and I went shopping. Should have known she wouldn't stay away. Krista looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers into my ear.
どうする
What do we do?
マユリには
Make absolutely sure Myri doesn't find out. Krista nods slightly.
何こそこそ話してい
What are
る
you guys whispering about?
え
何度も言うが
How many times do I have to say it? No party.
オカリン
Come on,
付き合いは
Ocarine.
ないよ
That's no fun.
そういう問題ではなく
It's not about fun. I glance at Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
すずさん元気
Suzu-san,
ないけどどうかした
Are you feeling okay?
これから俺とク
Suzuha,
リスティーナと進め
Christina,
て
and I have important matters to discuss.
だから
That's
お
why I
前
asked you to leave for the day.
マユシも聞きたいよ
Mayashi wants to hear too.
いや、マユシ、
Mayashi,
空気読んだ方がよ
I
く
think
ね
he's serious.
でもすずさん落ち込んでる
But
みたいだし、
Suzu-san looks sad.
なんだかね、マユシーは心
Mayashi's
配なの
worried.
です。ごめんね。
Gomene? Suzuha hangs her head and bites her lip. I know she feels responsible for Mayuri's death, but how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
椎名真由里と橋田至に
I
も
want
聞いても
Shina
らい
Mayuri and Hashida
たい。二人
Itaru
にも
to stay.
関係ある話だと
This
思うし。
concerns them too. Suzuha says so, then I have no objections. But I quietly pulls her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayuri's impending death. Then I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on 4chan as John Taitor, that the satellite is really a time machine, that she came from the year 2036.
未来人すげえ。マジ
Girl
バ
from
ネ
the
っす。
future?
握
That's
手しても
awesome.
らっていいです
Can I
か？
shake your hand?
誰？
We're not playing around here, Daru.
すずさんは何年生まれなの？
What year were you born?
2017年。
2017. 7 years later from now.
7
So
年
you
後なんだ。
can't be...
まだ生まれてないのに
That's in 7
ここにい
years.
るんだね。
You haven't been born yet.
ん
But you're here. Wait. 2010. 7 years. Okabe is 5th. Why did I say 5th? 18. So it'd be 25 in 2017. Which is kind of a time that people tend to, I mean, not really. I mean, we're talking about 2010 here. We're also talking about a different country. I mean, 25 is not crazy for people to start, you know, having families and stuff. So maybe it doesn't rule out the idea that Rentaro is the father of Suzuha. There's no time to deal with Mayuri's confusion.
それで鈴葉。
Alright,
詳しく
Suzuha,
話してもらおうか。
let's hear it.
って言ってもタイターと
Well, the
して書き
gist
込んだ内容
is
が
what I
ほとん
posted
ど
on
全て
4chan.
私は2036年の
I
未
came
来
from
か
the future, the year
その時
2036.
代は
In my
セルによ
time,
って支配された
the world is a
ディストピ
dystopia ruled by
ア
CERN.
争いは完全に消えた
There's
けど
no war,
人々は
no conflict, but no freedom either.
ディストピア
Dystopia?
極端な管理社会、全体主義。
Society where every activity is administrated by the government. In
今日がバナナを
dystopia,
食べていい日でなけ
you're
れば
not allowed to eat
食べることが
bananas
許されない。
unless it's banana
も
eating
し食べ
day.
たら裁判
If you
なしで
break that
実刑
rule, they throw you in jail without a trial.
それは困るよ。マユシーはバナ
That's
ナ
terrible.
大好きな
Why
の。
she loves bananas. Forget about the bananas.
私はさ、セルンの支配からの解放のた
I'm
め
part
に
of the
戦う
resistance fighting
レジスタン
to
ス
free
の
humanity from CERN's control, as expected.
この時代にタイムトラベルしてきたのは
I came to the past to change my present.
君たちからしたら未来になるのか。
From your point of view, I guess I should say the future to change the future. Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking.
じゃあお父さんを探してるっていうのは
What about finding your
あれ
dad?
は嘘だったのかな。
Is that a lie? Zua doesn't answer. He doesn't want to say, oh, Kurisu and Rintaro are my parents. Not in front of them anyway. Does that mean it really was a lie?
セルンは研究機関であって権力を持つ統
CERN's
治
a
機関じゃない
research institution. They don't have
私は
political
何度
power.
もネッ
I
ト上
explained
で
that
ジ
to
ョン・
John
タイターに
Taitor
そう
several
訴えて
times
きた。
online. Oh, so you were one of the people sending messages? I remember that message. I guess, because I'm thinking about something. Suzuha was, if my guess is correct, is the daughter of Makise Kurisu and Rintaro. And if, for whatever reason, Kurisu and Rintaro don't get together and have Suzuha, it could lead to a grandfather paradox. So I think Suzuha is being very careful. Online? Wait,
まさかお前
don't tell me. You're Kuri Gohan in Kamehameha. Kuri Gohan, Kurisu, Makis. Kurisu turns right and looks away.
タイターの中の人が名乗り出たんだから
Taitor came forward,
私も名乗り出ない
so
と
it's only
フェアじゃ
fair
ないでしょ
that I do too.
ならば
Everyone here is on fucking that channel. In that case, I'll come clean too. I was posting under my true name. Ho and Kyo, we all
そ
knew.
れは知ってる。
I know.
ハモっ
Oh, you harmonized. Suha frowns. She must not like having anything in common with Kurisu. She clears her throat and continues.
セルンは2036年での
CERN is still a
研究機関
research institution in
世
2036.
界を支配してるのはセルン
The
のバッ
world
ク
is
に
actually ruled by CERN's secret backers, the Committee of 300.
300人委員会実在した
Committee of 300, they're real? That name was in CERN's top secret documents.
セルンがタイムマシン開発に成
When
功した
CERN
ことで
successfully completed their time machine, they became the sole entity capable of interfering with the fourth dimension, time.
その結果たった2年で世
In
界の
just 2
秩序を
years, they
全て塗り
remade the
替えら
world
れ
to
た
serve their
わけ
purpose. Just 2 years, but that's only an objective time. I bet CERN's time travelers spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundation of CERN's rule.
そんでもってマキセクリ
This
ス
brings us to you, Makise Kurisu. I wonder if there's an element of like, I forgot what it was, something's basilisk. Like, where it's like, the basilisk will punish anyone with eternal torture if you don't contribute to its creation, but the basilisk exists in the future, so everyone, not everyone, but like, people who lack critical thinking, I guess, will build it so they can not be tortured by it. Rocco's basilisk is my guess of what it was called, but I could be wrong. I wonder if they're going to incorporate that into this narrative somehow. And that brings us to you, Makise Kurisu. Suzuha glares at Kurisu.
2036年
In
に
2036,
君は
you're apotheosized as the mother of the time machine.
数形
Apotheosized?
日本語で OK
Japanese, please.
数形
Apotheosized, as in
敬われている
revered, respected. Which keeps using unusual vocabulary, or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036.
敬われてってえ
Respected?
私が
Huh? I am? I guess the language has changed in 26 years.
2010年にタイムリープの概念を
2010,
史上初めて
You
発表し
pioneer time leap technology.
その後もセルンの
Afterward,
タイムマシン開
You
発に
contribute
貢
to
献
the
した人物
development of CERN's time machine.
私の聞かされた
That's what I know about Makise Kurisu. Is that all you know about Makise Kurisu, though? Is that why she treats Kurisu like an enemy?
ならば俺がタイムマ
Then
シ
I
ンの
must be the
父
father of the
だ
time machine, right?
岡部倫太郎はテロリスト扱いされ
Akabe
た
Rintaro is a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous. Yeah, I mean, John Titor did say that they were a terrorist. Labeled as a terrorist, I assume Barrel Titor. Unless I'm jumping from X to Z here. I guess that would make Rintaro a terrorist as well. What? Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future?
私がセルンでタイムマシン
I
開発
helped
に携わる
CERN
って
build
い
their
う
time machine?
信じられない。
I don't believe it.
セルンは人体実験までしてるのよ。
CERN experiments on people against their will. They're a disgrace to scientists everywhere.
行くつ
I
も
would
りは
never
ない。
collaborate with them. Oh, you're probably coerced if I had to guess.
でも未来ではそう
But
なっ
that's
てた。
how it is in the future.
未来の私はなんて言ってた？
How did the future me explain herself?
会ったことは一度もないよ。それに
We've never met.
2036年には
By
もう
2036.
亡くなってたし。
You're already dead. Sorry. That's crazy. What? In 26 years.
今さらっとすごいこと言われた。
Well, that's just great.
私って50歳まで生きられない。
I don't even make it to 50?
私の時代では
In my time,
極
there are
端
two
に長
kinds
生
of
きの人
people.
と
Those who live extremely long lives, and those who die young under suspicious circumstances.
セルンに逆らうような言動をする人は
People who act
どんどん
against
消され
CERN
ていった
are erased.
私も
They erased me? Zuha looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
もしかしたら
Maybe
君もセルンに利
you
用
were
さ
being
れたの
used
か
by
もしれない
CERN
ね。
too.
例えば
Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on their time machine.
嘘。
No.
ママが
Does that mean
危ないの。
Mama's in danger? Chris's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Chris is away. After all, I watched Moika kill Myri in cold blood.
ラウンダー
Rounders.
何それ
What's that?
セルンの傭兵部
CERN's private army.
というところ
Or
か。
something like that. Suzuha nods.
名目上は
On
セルンと
paper,
は独立した
they're an
技
independent
術調査班
technology
って位置づ
research
けだけど
firm.
さ、
In reality,
実態は
they
汚れ
do the
役
dirty
のこな
work for
す
CERN
まと
all
めや。
over the world. According to Moika, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not.
やっぱりこの時代にもすでに存在してるんだね。
So they already exist.
私はずっ
I
と
thought they might.
ラウンダーの連
My
中と
time.
戦ってたんだ。
They're our number one enemy.
汚れ役ってことはまさか
Dirty work.
誘拐とか
Does that mean
暗
like
殺とかも
kidnapping and assassinations? Suzuha looks at me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
私の時代では
In my
そういうこと
time,
もしてた。
yes. I
今は
don't
ま
think
だ
they've reached that
そこまで
level
してないんじゃない
in
かな。
this time yet. Daru is visibly relieved.
ねえ天音さん、あなたさっきジョン・タイターとして語ったことはほぼ全て事実だって言ったよね。
Hey, Amani-san, you said that most of what you posted as John Titor was true, right?
そうだよ。
Yes.
ということはあなたは世界の構造について
Does
把
that
握し
mean
て
you
る。
know how the universe works?
エベレット・ホイーラーモデ
You
ル、
claimed
いわゆる
the
多
Everett
世界
Wheeler
解釈
model,
で説明で
the
きる
many
っ
worlds
て
theory
あなたは
interpretation
書いていたは
is
ず。
correct.
あれはフェイク情報。
That was a lie.
セルンに目をつけられないため
Camouflage
のカムフ
so
ラ
that
ージュ。
CERN wouldn't target me.
本当の中に嘘を一つ混ぜる
If
と
I mix one lie into the truth, then the bad apple spoils the barrel. Barrel
じゃ
title.
あ把握はしてないのね。
So you don't know.
してるよ。
I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled
世界の
the
構造は
structure
解明され
of
て
the
るんだ。
world,
多世
and
界
it's
解
not
釈
the
じゃな
many
くて
worlds interpretation.
本当に詳しく教えて。
Really? Tell me.
アトラクタフィールド
Attractor fields.
そう。
Right.
岡部倫太郎にはメー
I
ルで
told you by
直
mail,
接教えたよ
didn't I?
それどんな解釈なの？
What sort of model is that?
世界は世界
The
線
world
と
is made up of
アト
world
ラクタフィー
lines
ルドででき
and
てる。
attractor fields. Suzuha walks over to Mayuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn. Suzuha holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball to the floor, then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
世界の構造はより
The
糸
world
みた
is
い
like
なものな
this
の。
piece of yarn.
いくつもの可能性世界線が重
Countless
ね合わせの
possible
状態に
world
な
lines
って
exist in quantum
常に
superposition,
二元個に枝分かれ
branching
して
out
っ
to
ていうわけ。
branching out to infinities of possible world lines.
全体を見ると
From a
一本に
distance,
見えるけ
it
ど
looks like a single
ミ
string.
クロなレベルだ
When you look
と
closer,
より細
the
い糸
string
が
is
絡
actually
み合う
made
よ
up
う
of
に世界を
individual
構成
threads
してい
woven
る。
together.
そして最終的には
At the end,
それらの細い
those
糸
threads
が
converge on a
一つ
single
に収
point.
束する。
The paths are
経
different,
過は違うけど
but the
結果は同じにな
destination
る。
is the same. Oh, so they all converge on Mayuri's death, but it doesn't matter how the thread changes.
それって決定論じゃないの？
Isn't that determinism?
近いかもね。
Close.
でももうちょっとアバウ
This
ト。
model's a little looser. But what happened to changing the causal effect of something? Is that possible? Because I guess Kurisu could be wrong technically. But we've changed things in the past before.
多世界解釈とコペンハーゲン解釈の
You could say it cherry picks from the many worlds interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation.
分岐はするが結末は同じということは
If the branches all lead to the same place, that means there's only one world line in the end.
そういうこと。
One world. Exactly.
で、その収束
The
範囲
bundle
内
of
にあ
world
る
lines
世
that
界
share a
線
point
から
of convergence
アトラクタフィール
is
ド。
called an attractor field.
アトラクタフィールドもたくさんある。
There's also many attractor
こ
fields.
のより糸はアト
The
ラクタフィー
string
ルドアル
is
ファ。
attractor field
範囲
alpha.
内にあるのはアルファ世界線。
The threads are alpha world lines. So it then cuts meter lengths of blue, yellow, and white yarn.
青がアトラクタフィールドベータ。
Blue is beta.
黄色
Yellow
が
is
ガンマ。
gamma.
白がデルタ
White
と
is
して
delta.
それぞれベータ世界線や
Each is
ガンマ
made
世
up
界線
of
や
countless
デルタ世界線を
beta
範囲内
world
にたくさん
lines,
内包している。
gamma world lines,
それこそ
or
何
delta
億っていう
world
数
lines.
をね。
She twists the different colored strings together and stretches them out as one fat multicolored string.
アトラクタフィールドもこんな風
Attractor
に
fields are
いくつも
also in
重ね合わ
quantum
せ状態になって
superposition like this.
それぞれのアトラクタフィールドごと
In
で
each
は
attractor field,
起きる事
the
象も
world lines
収束
converge
する結果も違
on
う。
a different result. So we got to change attractor fields. We got to increase the divergence to 0.1%, I think they said. And then we have freedom. We break out of the world line and onto a different world line. World lines converge on different results, so it is possible to save Mayuri. They don't interfere with each other. Each attractor field is independent of the others.
元をたどれば一つだし、アトラクタフィール
Of
ドも
course, they all
さらに
diverge
マ
from
ク
a
ロな
common
視点
point
で見れば
somewhere
収束するけ
in
ど
the past,
そのスパン
and they
は
will all
何
converge
百
again
年っていうレベルなん
at
だ。
some point in the future,
より大きな分岐
but that
と見
takes
ればい
many
いかな。
hundreds of years. Oh, so it's still all part of a grander world line, but like you have like little micro deviations. You have That's crazy. It's like world lineception, attractor fieldception, fractalization. I don't know. You think the attractor fields is very long world lines.
エロゲに例えたらどういうこと？
Can you compare it to an
教えて、
eroge?
エロい人。
Teach me. Oh, erotic one.
エロい人なんていない。
There's no erotic one here.
いやエロゲに例える
No,
の
it's
は
right.
間違っていない
It's like an eroge. Each heroine's root is an attractor field.
その中に
The
出てくる
small
細かい
choices
選択肢
within
は
are the individual world lines.
しかし最後には必ずトゥルールートに入って
At the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending.
共通ルートが長いか短いか、それが問題だ。ちなみに僕
The
だ
only
ったら
difference is the
せっかく
length
だ
of
か
the
ら
common
妹キャラの
parts.
アト
By
ラ
the
クタ
way,
フ
I
ィール
choose
ド
the
を
little
選ぶぜ。
sister's attractor field.
勝手にしろ
Whatever. I guess it's kind of like this game, right? Because it probably is one singular ending, but you can change who you like
ダメだこいつ。
become friends with or whatever.
早くなんとかし
You
ない
guys are hopeless. Better do something quick.
えっと
Um,
私にはその
I don't know what you guys are talking about. They don't have a Rogue in the future. Just ignore them. And get this straight. The reason I can't say Myri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges. But that means the world really is killing Myri. But you can switch attractor fields, like John Titor said. Then isn't it possible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same. That's right, that's why Myri dies no matter how many times I leap. We have to escape attractor fields. Alpha. Escape. In other words, we're going to jump to a world line in attractor field beta. So attractor fields couldn't interfere with each other. Attractor fields are normally separate. But if we go to the instant they diverge, the instant they diverge, is that now? I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010. Ooh, that's interesting. This year, an earth-shattering event causes the divergence at the attractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurs was in 2000, before that in 1991. What happened those years? Events that changed the face of the world. 1991. 2000. 1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks. The year 2000, was it, oh yeah, it was Y2K. Y2K, but that was just hype. Nothing happened, because it was stopped. That's because the Alpha world line we're on represented a world line where Y2K didn't occur. So in other words, there are world lines where it did occur. And that brings us to 2010. Did something big happen this year? What else could it be? Zuha looks towards the development room. Oh, the making of the fucking time leap machine. With the creation of humanity's first time machine. Oh yeah. Now I get it. Wow. One more question. Sorry. Krisu keeps plowing ahead. I guess that's what makes her a scientist. These world lines are in the state of quantum superposition aren't parallel worlds, are they? A universe that exists separate from ours. It is believed that some parallel worlds may be strikingly similar to ours, even contain duplicates of ourselves. No. Ultimately, they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously. How do you observe the differences between the world lines? Wouldn't you need a god's eye view to do that? Normally. However, Zell looks at me. Yeah, Rentaro's reading Steiner, but is it going to explain how reading Steiner works? Don't tell me. Reading Steiner. Is that what you call it? Okabe Rentaro? You have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct? Gosh, Steins Gate is such a well-written fucking visual novel. Yeah. That's the key. Your power is the key to freeing the world from CERN's rule. How does he have reading Steiner? Is it like... Did he break causality? And is that why he has it? Because he time leaped too much?
神に匹
You have
敵
a
する
power
存在
that
なんだよ。
rivals God himself.
俺の力が
My power.
アトラクタフィールドアルファの範囲
If you
外
escape the alpha attractor field and reach a beta world line,
収束する結果も変わる。
then the result will change. Feel a shiver of
助け
excitement.
られるのか
So there's hope. I can save Myri. Suzuha nods firmly. And I must do it. I have no choice.
ちょっと待って。
Wait a second. Caruso, however, is not so enthusiastic.
本当に全
How
部
do we
正しい
know
の？
this is all true?
天音さんの
What if
妄想が
Amani-san is
混じ
just
ってる可能
spouting
性は？
delusions?
なに？
What?
妄想
I'm
なん
not
か混じ
spouting
ってない
delusions or
よ。
anything. Like that?
落ち着け。
Calm
別
down.
に喧嘩を売ってるわ
I'm
けじゃ
not
ない
trying to pick a fight.
ただ疑問なのよ。
But I still have
そもそもどう
questions.
してあなた
One,
岡部
how do you know
の
about
力と
Kabe's power?
2010年の岡部や
How did you know
私が
about
この
Kabe
秋葉原にいる
and I were in
って知ってたの？
Akihabara in 2010?
2017年生まれにしては
Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017? She has a point. Everyone looks at Suzuha.
父さんの遺書にそうあっ
It
た。
was written in Dad's will. His will.
遺書ってどういうこと？
What do you mean?
私がタイムトラベルを
His
決意したの
will
は
was what made me
父さんの遺書を読んだ
decide
か
to
ら。
time travel.
父さんは私
My
が所
dad
属
was
してい
one
る
of the founding
レジスタンスの
members
設立メンバー
of the
の一人で
resistance.
セルン
He
と
hid from CERN
タイ
and
ムマシン
researched
に
time
研究をして
travel
たの。
on his own.
未来を変えるための研究を
He
ね。
wanted to change the future,
でも父さんも
but
セルン
CERN
に殺
killed
され
him.
た。だから私は父さんの
That's
意思を
why I'm
継い
here
でこ
To
こにいる。
fulfill his dream.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Suzuha doesn't look at Kurisu. She still seems to have a grudge against her. Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN, I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of the future. If that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. World lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Myri dies. Similarly, it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu, no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
2010年の秋葉原
Akihabara 2010.
ここでタイ
The
ム
time
マシン
machine
が作られ
created
た
here
ことで
accelerates CERN's own time machine research.
それを阻止する方向に
We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
そしてどうやって
Stop it? How?
セルンは俺たちの存在に気
CERN
づい
already
ている
knows about us. That's clear from Moika's attack.
原因は君たちが一番最初にタイムマ
Dad
シンを
believed
使
that
った
the
時
ultimate cause
メールデータだと
was the
思う。
very first email he
父さん
sent
はそう予測してた。
with your time machine.
メールデータ
An email?
ハッキングがバレたのではな
It
く
wasn't because they caught us hacking?
だから僕のハッキングはバレて
Like
な
I
いって
said,
言ってんだろ。
nobody can catch my hacking.
でもメールデータって
Which email are you talking about?
あれじゃないかな。
I
ク
know.
リスちゃんが死んじゃった
Wasn't it the email Ocarine sent that
オカリ
said
ンのメール
Chris-chan died? Oh. Right, the email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabaki's conference.
あれね。
Oh, that. Back then, we hadn't yet realized that the phone wave was a time machine.
その時空を超えたメー
CERN
ル
probably
を
intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
あの時から
Oh, so someone did try to go back and kill Kurisu. And that was probably Suzuha. But then saw that it didn't work. They were onto us back then. Come to think of it, the first time I met Moika was the day after I sent that email.
泳がされてたんだな、僕ら。
Really jumped in the deep end, huh?
マユシーはね、平泳ぎが
Mayashi
得
was
意
good
だ
at the
よ。
breaststroke.
はいはい。水中 M 字開
Alright,
脚、
then
水
do
中
a
M 字
sexy
開脚。
underwater pose.
しかし一体どうやって保
How
存
did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day.
セルンはエ
CERN uses the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to the time travel research worldwide. According to conspiracy theorists, Echelon is an advanced signals interception system based in the US and operated by the NSA. However, American authorities have never publicly admitted to Echelon's existence, and no proof that exists has ever been found. Participating countries allegedly include UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, but not France. As an ally, the US, Japan can allow the construction of domestic Echelon stations in exchange for access to intercepted data. The Elephant Cage antenna array, located at Misawa Air Base in Aomori, Japan, is rumored to be one such station. These stations are said to intercept, collect, and analyze a wide range of signals, including private cell phone transmissions.
エシュロンだと本当に実在していたのか
Echelon? It really exists? As an expert in conspiracies, I understand the implications and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha is saying, though.
セルンはさ
Echelon
自
sees
分たち以
everything.
外のタイムトラベル研究
Any
について
transmission that even hints
エ
at
シュロン
time
が常
travel
にアンテナを張
is
って監
filtered
視してるんだよ
and sent to CERN. For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
だから捉えられた最初のメールデータを
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database and delete it.
そうすればセルンは
If you
君
do
たち
that,
には気づかない
then CERN will
タ
never
イム
know
マシ
you
ンが
exist.
2034年に完成することもなくなるそれどころかタイムマシンの研究そのものが頓挫するかも
Hello. Cheek. Right. If you do that certain number to exist, our time machine won't be complete in 2034. If we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely. And I'll go ahead and end the episode there. Not quite the cliffhanger I was hoping for, but things are coming up. Alright, bye.